Warning, this video is intended for audience who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online. William, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, have you watched that new Chucky TV show that's airing on Sci-Fi?
No, I haven't.
Did you know that there's a Chucky TV show airing on Sci-Fi?
I knew there was a reboot movie, but I didn't know there was a TV show.
There was an actual Chucky TV show that's airing on Sci-Fi, I found out.
I'm gonna assume it's bad because it's on Sci-Fi.
I don't know. To be fair, I don't even know where it takes place. Let's quickly go to the quick Wikipedia real quick and read up on that. Wait, apparently this TV show is actually very good. Uh-oh.
Impossible.
The series, it has received generally positive reviews from critics. In November 2021, the series was renewed for a second season.
What the fuck? Oh my god. What? Holy shit.
Holy shit, there was a Chucky movie in 2017?
Yeah, there was. That was like the reboot.
Was that the This is not even the reboot Chucky. This is a completely different Chucky movie that came out in 2000.
Oh wait, am I not thinking of the right one? Was it really?
Oh wait, the reboot was in 2019. Holy shit. Huh. Boy, hey, how's that film franchise reboot going up, right? How's that reboot? How's that Chucky's reboot going?
Wait, for which one?
Right?
Which one? Which one are you talking
The
about?
Child's Play Chucky reboot.
Oh, for that movie?
Mark Hamill was the voice of Chucky. What?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Fucking okay. When was the reboot movie?
2019. But the
2019.
TV show is a sequel to the 2017 movie, which is really funny.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I guess they decided just to ignore that. Just like this, where that's no longer canon.
Well, I'm trying to find the 2019 movie, but apparently it's not exactly titling itself correctly.
It's called Child's Play. That's why.
All right. Duh, I'm an idiot. I forgot that was like the actual name of the fucking thing beforehand. It said Child's Play.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't do too well. Did it not do too well?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Let's quickly look at the Wikipedia page. It made $45 million against a $10 million budget.
I mean, that's just how horror movies go, right? Wait, am I hearing? Did I hear that right? It's like it made more money, right?
Yeah, it made more money.
No, yeah, because
but it didn't make enough money. Is the problem?
It didn't make enough money.
Like all corporate Hollywood wants more money. All right, that's all they care about. It's their money for their dirty Hollywood hands. So that way they can use it to pry upon young girls and cocaine.
It got too real first. All of a sudden, what the fuck?
Right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, by the way,
sure.
hey, welcome to Kikai Sentai
you can't make that a segue. That's not even a segue at all. What are you doing? Oh god, you know what? Just finish it. It's already too late.
It's all part of our weekly unnamed tokusatsu podcast series about Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger, and we're going to discuss it. Where I also a person who opens up with a non-relevant topic about a child movie series based on a murderous story. If you remember, that's you, William, right?
Me, who has to deal with all this random shit that Austin does? Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. As we discuss the latest Super Sentai season, Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. Hey, welcome to episode 37, Grudge Radish, Deep Roots. Boy, this episode was not what I thought it was.
Well, yeah, for first off, the radish has a bullshit power that doesn't apply to it. It's seriously the most bullshit reason they gave to.
There's a lot of bullshit that happens throughout this episode.
Yeah.
Especially when the preview made no sense of it. Because I knew this week's enemy was a radish enemy, right?
Yeah.
And I knew this week's episode was gonna be a Flit and Majin episode. I was like, okay, Flit and Majin are gonna team up to defeat a radish monster or some shit because the guys get fucked somehow because they're idiots and they get tricked by a radish monster to sign over their inheritance to him, and so now Flit and Majin must enter a poker tournament to win back the inheritance from Kaito.
That's not at all how it goes, but alright.
That's not what happened. That's what I thought this episode was gonna happen.
Oh, that's what you thought? Okay. Wait, how do you get poker from that? How?
That's right.
I genuinely want to know how you got poker from that shit.
Well, that's what I thought this episode was gonna be, but it didn't happen.
How did you get, Radish and then poker. It's just the connection there is just it doesn't connect. It does not compute. Awesome. It does not compute.
Connects, but don't worry. So don't worry. Kaito and Room comes back after witnessing the murder of Julius Caesar, so it's fine.
That's not at all what happened.
Yeah, wait, they went to Rometopia.
They went to Romancetopia.
What do you mean? The same thing. Rometopia,
No.
Romancetopia. It's the exact same thing.
It is not the same thing at all.
Okay, Room went to Romance and he watched the murder of Julius Caesar and he loved it. All right.
No, that's not what he said. Why do you keep bringing Julius Caesar into this? Oh my god. But yeah, Room fucking is just like, oh, we went to Romancetopia, and then, everyone's talking about how, like, fucking, hey, Room, or at least Flint was like, Room, did you even actually look, or were you just like, looking for Kaito's mom, or were you just looking around just for whatever, right? Which, to be honest...
that's right. Yeah, hey, so this episode proves that they remember that Kaito has a mom.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. I'm like... I legitimately thought, like in the last episode, we were complaining about, like, oh yeah, your dad. Well, what about your goddamn mom, right? And then we come into this episode, and then they start talking about Kaito's mom. Like, what is this an actual episode where they're gonna actually look for Kaito's mom? And then they get that's what
I thought too.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then the kid came in. I'm like, they're not looking for her, are they? This is just gonna be another thing where they help out a kid overcome their insecurities for some shit. And which pretty much is it, because they fucking Majin's with this little girl, right? Basically, just to give context of what they're doing. Majin's with little girl lost doll, and then she's like, hey, where is doll? And then girl's like, but I didn't make her too good, And then you get a close up of Flint, and so she's like, huh, that kind of thing. I'm like, okay, I guess this is where we're gonna go with. And then somebody yells radishes, and then the opening happens, yay!
Yeah.
Oh god,
that's right.
Yeah. Also, these openings never make sense to me anymore. I just don't. I just give up on these openings.
Oh, of course. They literally all they do is they just have a bunch of random clips. Boy, did you thought your video was fucked up when you were watching this?
I did. I actually did. I'm like, wait, what's going on here? And then like, oh no,
yeah. Especially during the opening when they had like these momentary freeze frame before they shift over. I legitimately thought my video was lagging or buffering. Right? I was like, what's going on here? This doesn't look good. Right? Yeah. It's purely showing that they just have a bunch of leftover clips that they don't know what the fuck to do, and they just throw that shit in there. It's just the funniest thing. Like, fuck it, just throw it in there. No one's gonna notice.
Yeah.
Right?
They just do whatever the fuck to just fill up screen time for the opening. But then you get like the Daikon Radish. He shows off
this week's enemy, the Radish Daikon, wherever the fuck he is.
I don't know what world he is. If only because he doesn't make sense, right? Because like as a Daikon Radish, you think it'd just be about the vegetable or whatever, right? But then it's just like, apparently you put daikon on people and then it just like brings trash to them.
I don't know if this is the fact that we're uneducated Americans who don't know about the rich history of Japanese culture, right? So I don't know if this is like some type of weird wordplay with radish, grudge, garbage or some shit in Japanese, right? Because we don't have Japanese language expert Tariq in this series, right?
Yeah. I mean,
right?
maybe next time.
He's gonna explain this, yeah. Because I'm assuming, like I said, even though Zenkaiger is really fucking random, right? There's still a basis in reality, right?
Well, sort of.
So is that complete? So is that complete bullshit, right?
Well, sort of.
Right?
Again, I had to point to the fact that we did get that cow episode, which just was the most bullshit thing I've ever seen in terms of
white nationalist world. That's right.
White nationalist, yes, exactly. But
he just wants everything white, all right?
Like the thing
he
is,
wants everything white and brown.
But in here it's kind of like, I swear to God. But in here it's like. The reasoning, and they gave this reasoning later on with Yatsuri, where Yatsuri is like, oh yeah, well, I was taught that with our daikon radish, you don't waste any part of the daikon. And she's like, when I was young, I used to just throw away the green stuff off of a radish, but then I got scolded from my mother or grandmother, saying, don't waste that part of the radish, it's still good to eat, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so basically I'm like, okay, so because of that, we're basically equating the power of this radish world to basically be like, oh yeah, if you throw something away,
lesson,
don't
a moral lesson for kids.
Yeah, if you throw it away, it'll come back to bite you in the butt because you're wasting shit, right? But then I'm like,
right.
But I'm just like, but that is just like the furthest stretch I've ever seen for a power, especially with one that is primarily a vegetable, because it's just like it could have been anything. Like we literally had an episode where it was like. They had a specific type of mochi or something, right? It was like it was like a special kind of like sakura or shit. I don't remember what it was.
Like some weird mochi,
sakura mochi or whatever, and everybody fucking does like goes wild over the food, right? I thought at least here if it was like a radish, it was just like it'd be food related, but no, it's just like if you throw something away, it'll get dragged towards you. I'm like.
It's very bad and very fucking loose.
It is a stretch. It is the stretchiest stretch I've ever seen stretched. Is basically how I'm gonna describe this. It is fucking wild as shit. But I did like the fact that we're like initially when Kaito and everyone was confused and they're like, hey, what did you do? What did you do? Like I love that they legitimately go to the fucking villain asking, hey, what's that power that you did after Vroom gets dogpiled by like fucking trash and everything, right?
Yeah, it's just like the funniest thing.
Yeah,
right?
and it's just like
because they can't figure it out. It clearly shows that the writers of this show. Nobody knows what's going on with this show, right?
They're honestly
They're just like, fuck it, we need to film an episode this week. What do we got? Well, what do we got on the backlot, right?
Yeah.
Throw some shit together.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's just fucking wild to me, that this whole thing happened. Because anyway, where were we? Because I know they want to know.
Yeah. So Rube gets hit with garbage. Stacy shows up, like, hey, run, Daikon Radish World. Now's your chance to go to the U.S. Capitol.
Yeah,
this
is
now's your chance. Make your way towards there right now. Watch out for those American school shootings along the way.
Jesus,
right?
Fuck, man.
That's what Stacy tells Daikon Radish World.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly, right? But but yeah, Stacy at this point is just like. After he's helped Daikon will run away. We go back to Kikaitopia, right?
Yeah.
And basically,
the stupid world is.
Yeah, and then basically Ichigo is like, oh yeah, well, you know what? Stacy is now like is now doing the same thing Hakkaiser did, and then basically you get this whole conversation where they're like, oh well, Hakkaiser like. Where Bokuwasu is all like, well, Hakkai's is not exactly effective yet because his brainwashing isn't all quite there yet. So we're just gonna have you do Hakkai's thing, Stacy, while we work on that, right? And then you get this interesting like interaction between Barishitara and Stacy where like where he's kind of accusing is like, oh, you've taken a liking to him, and then Stacy's like, yeah, well, he's my friend, that kind of thing. It's like, well, two peas in a pod or whatever. I'm basically paraphrasing this, but it's just, and he kind of walks off, but it's just I don't know what to get from that. If it's like if I didn't know Barishitara any better, it would have almost felt supportive, but it almost felt but it was very much a condescending thing, which is actually kind of interesting too, right? But Stacy just kind of just shrugs it off, right?
Yeah.
And then we come back to like the candy shop. And then Sechan's basically asking the question that we all have about like, how is a radish able to control garbage? This is when Yatsude just basically explains her whole shit, right? Where she's like explaining, oh yeah.
Yeah, like
you just don't throw anything
I was like,
away.
what was it? As soon as Japanese culture thing, how Japanese kids, I guess is it something like how Japanese kids don't like eating radish or something, right?
I don't know, man. I guess it's probably like that. It's like, don't waste it. Right. Just eat all your food, eat all your vegetables.
Yeah, eat the radish part, right?
Honestly,
it's like how you have an apple. Remember to eat the stem. Remember to swallow that stem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, I get if that's the lesson they're trying to go for. But the thing is, with the way the kids' lesson is about throwing away a doll and don't throw away your hard work, even if it might not look great in the first place, because you put your heart and soul into it, that kind of thing. I'm like, this doesn't exactly equate, because the thing is, a better lesson if you want to apply that.
Really connect. It's very loosely.
Again,
it's very loosely connected.
It's very loose. If it was a whole issue about a kid not wanting to eat their vegetables, and then the vegetables coming back to haunt everybody who has not eaten their vegetables, and the thing is, considering that everybody's in a candy shop.
Where's Broccoli World?
Oh
right?
My god.
Where's fuck? Wait, what was it changed to in fucking in Inside
Wasn't
Out?
it like green pepper?
Was it green pepper?
I want to say it was green peppers.
No. I think that was for the Spanish territory.
No,
because I know every territory.
No, we done in Latin America's. I'm pretty sure we're good with our peppers.
Inside out, vegetable changes. All right, what the fuck was it?
I'm pretty sure it's green peppers because I know it was broccoli here.
Yeah, I know it was broccoli for us for America. Let's see, what was first for Japan? For the Oh, it was green peppers, huh?
Ah, see?
What does Japan has against green peppers?
I don't know. Maybe it's just not to their taste. But then again, if you're considering, like, I don't think they've ever really had peppers like that in Japan until we got them imported, right?
Did Japan have green peppers?
Well, I don't know their agricultural history, so I can't exactly say myself.
Does Japan have... I put it right. I put it. Does Japan have? These are the Google autocorrects for me. Does Japan have a military? Does Japan have nuclear weapons? Does Japan have an emperor? Does Japan have daylight savings time?
Oh God, yeah. Look at that. Oh my God.
Does Japan? Okay, so I put it. Does Japan have green? Right. The first thing it said was just, does Japan have green cards? Let's see. Green pepper has been widely used in Japan after World War II and have been used as regular after that. Okay.
Okay, so yeah,
I guess green peppers was not introduced.
Yeah,
until after World War II.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's an entire article about why Japanese kids hate green peppers. Apparently.
Oh really?
There's a.
I would assume it's just
because telling me to turn off my goddamn ad blocker. Nice try. Never gonna get me that. Let me read the fucking article. That's what I'm not turning up my ad blocker for your stupid fucking article. Hold on, can I just remove this? Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. Thank God I have remove overlay. And I can remove this thing. I can remove this fucking board mess blocking me. Blah, 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 blah. There's a reason the name for name is blah, blah, blah. Okay. Hot in summer. Yep. Blah, 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 blah. Sweet bell pepper didn't enter Japan to the mall. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, right. Mid-century. Yep. Yeah. These color red, the color yellow. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
This is a
long ass article. This is a long, well-researched article.
This is a whole tangent we did not need to get into either.
Okay. I just want to find out the fucking reasons. This article is too fucking in-depth for me. It's going to the good.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing.
I'm not trying to learn. I'm just trying to find the reason. God. Why does Japanese kids? Why do small Japanese hate the fucking green pepper?
Because they don't like vegetables. Well, look, just get here. Just do it like this. No kid naturally likes eating vegetables. Just leave it at that. All right. But Yatsu is like gives that explanation. Fucking Zox comes in.
The way that this article ends, by the way, it's with a fucking recipe for make a recipe.
Oh my God!
For roasted vegetables to put in your rice.
Oh my God!
Damn, this article is way better than what I thought it was.
They just went full out on all the stops, didn't they? But yeah. So back to the episode before we get even further derailed, right?
Okay. Wait, no, that's not it.
Okay, all right. No, we're stopping with that now.
I'm gonna find out this fucking reason. All right. God, this is tilting me. I need to find out why Japanese kids hate green peppers now.
Okay, so anyway, back to the fucking episode. We basically come back to where everyone is going off to search for Daikon World, right? And then by this point, we kind of see how this power is actually a lot more. It's a lot more OP than you would initially think, right? Where basically, if you throw away a car, the car will come alive and come get you.
This Reddit comment section is fucking doing a deep dive.
What are you talking? Oh my God! Just leave it be.
No, I can't.
We're supposed to be talking about the episode.
No,
right.
I can't.
Right.
No,
So
it's like what Morpheus says. If you take this pill, I need to see how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Yeah, but we don't need to be in this rabbit hole. We need to be in fucking Sentai right now.
No, I need to go down rabbit hole world. All right.
Anyway, so fucking yeah, you get Yatsude offers to help the kid look for the doll. And then, she's like, nah, I can look for her myself, which is a little weird.
Oh, wait, that's Control H.
Everybody starts seeing the real
Control
power of fucking Daikon World, where apparently it's just a lot more powerful than you think. But then you cut to the scene where with the girl, like, just with a whole bunch of trash, where Mashi's like, hey, why are you here? We need help look for your doll, right? And then, Flynn comes by, and then she very quickly surmises the fact that, like, the kid basically threw away her doll in the first place because she was embarrassed by it, right? And then we see a whole flashback where she's like, where you see the comparison. Well, like the doll in the magazine looks real good. The doll that she made does not look as good, right? And so she basically tosses it into the fucking river. Also, kids, don't fucking litter, especially into your goddamn rivers.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah.
Right, and then and then you get basically Flint.
God damn it! This Reddit comment thread doesn't help me.
Well, just come back to the episode. We're talking about the episode.
No.
We can't get sidetracked like this all the time. Please.
No, stop. I can't. It's too late. I need to know.
Austin, you've gone too far. You have to come back. You have to come back before it's too late.
No, I can't. Austin, Morpheus is right.
No,
Morpheus is right. The Matrix is real. All right.
Oh my god.
I need to know the Matrix.
Oh my god! But anyway, you get a flashback with Flint as well when she talks about how she made a music box, which was pretty shitty, right? And then it didn't sound as good. And then she's like,
eats green peppers with a spoon.
And she takes the music box. And then just tosses it into the ocean.
God damn it! I'm never gonna find out this fucking answer.
Wow,
this question will haunt me to the end of days now. Look. Hey, before I die, make sure on my deathbed, right? Make sure that is my final word recorded. All right?
What? Green peppers?
Why do Japanese kids hate green peppers? Put that on my tombstone, all right?
It's you know that tradition that people do when they're burying somebody in the graveyard, and they toss like beloved artifacts or like items that belong to either the person or to them as a way to kind of like have them carry with them, right, to wherever they're going. Here's what I'm gonna do for you, Austin. When those are your last words, I'm gonna print out the whole article about green peppers and why Japanese kids don't like them, and then toss them in the grave for you. Okay?
Just toss them in my grave.
Yeah, just toss them in the grave.
No. Just make my tombstone that fucking article.
I imagine we would need a big fucking tombstone, right? Because if it's
no. Just get like 3 tombstones, all right?
Just get a super wide tombstone. That's what we're
just get ready, and make sure you include the recipe for steamed green peppers as well.
Okay. Here's how I'm gonna make it. Okay, so imagine like let's see a 5-foot slab of stone, right? Like 5 foot wide, 3 feet tall, right? Just for the article. But on top of that, I'll include another slab that's about like a page thick, just for the recipe. Okay, I'll put it right on top.
Good. All right. People need to know that recipe. All right. We can't let that recipe be forgotten by history.
Okay, I need to ask you this: do you want your name anywhere, or do you just want it to be the article and the recipe?
No, just the article. Just the article. History doesn't need to remember me. Only you need to remember the article. All right.
Oh my god!
I can fade into the empty void of existence, but that article needs to survive to the end of time. Especially that recipe. So that way in the new world, after society has to rebuild and they find the tombstone, they have the recipe for steamed vegetables.
Oh my god. It's so much. I'm
preparing ahead.
Anyway, back to the fucking episode. We get Flint tossing her music box into the ocean.
Oh yeah. Flint tells a story about how when she's going, she didn't know how to make a music box.
Yeah. And then she's like, oh yeah, I seriously regretted it. And then she was crying over it. And then she exclaimed, but then I got it back because my brother found it for me again. And then she actually brings out the music box and you see it.
Yeah.
And then
she just held on to that shit.
Yeah, pretty much. And then she starts playing it, and it does not sound good. She was not lying.
It's a really bad music box. Well, yeah, no wonder she was right to throw it. It was fucking garbage.
Hey,
right? I can't believe she kept it as a memento of her failure as a kid. Right?
Jesus,
like,
Austin.
No, this is the type of thing you bring home to your parents. Like, hey, look, mom, look what I drew in art class today, right? And you ask your parents to hang it on the fridge. They say yeah, but they never do, right? Then one day you find it at the bottom of the trash.
Oh Jesus!
Right?
What? Did somebody hurt you, Austin? Is that what you're telling me?
No. Also, I think it's funny how she fucking lives on a beach with a bunch of pirate ships, just fucking randomly around, right? Just to let the audience know that she's from a pirate world.
Yeah,
right?
honestly.
Just put all this fucking random pirate shit. Like, what a fucking disgusting beach. If I were to go on a beach, I'd see all this fucking barrels and wood. I was like, oh, this beach fucking sucks.
Well,
right?
Yeah.
Who the fuck lives on this beach?
Pirates. So I don't know what you're comparing
pirates
about.
can't fucking keep their beach clean.
But yeah, then you also get like Majin kind of like comparing herself to that, where she's proud of something but also very embarrassed, or like she loves it, it's important to her, but she's very embarrassed and not confident about it. So I legit thought at this point we were gonna get like where she like once she learns this lesson, she would actually be able to properly use the crystal ball, you know. But then we don't get that because then we get a call where they found Daikon World, right?
Right. Yeah. Also, I thought they were going to show footage of Child Majin because they do have the suit for Child Majin.
Yeah.
But no, it's just a fucking old clip.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Honestly, and then
I was expecting actually to show footage of like a Child Majin not being able to tell what being bad at the future telling or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Right?
And then I thought like at the very least because she knew Ziren when she was like younger. Right, I thought like you get like another like an example of like Jiren and like encouraging her, to love it despite like how she's not good at it yet, that kind of thing. But we get the call instead, right?
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, okay, we're gonna go.
Majin does the smart thing of bringing a child to a dangerous environment. All right.
I mean, okay, look, we say that, but at the look, she's. Well, no, maybe it is that bad. Because I was about to reminisce about Kamen Rider Saber, and I was about to say that Majin's probably safer than whatever his name is. I don't remember for the life of me. But then again, I'm like, no, wait. But then I remember she did bring the kid on the staff, legitimately taking the child to essentially get attacked by the enemy just so they can get the doll. I'm like, no, she's actually worse. She's actually kind of worse here.
Fucking bad. It's funny how she just fucking brings this child along with her. Like, he had no reason to bring this child along with you. You know that, right? You brought her here for no fucking reason. You literally could have told her just wait at the fucking park. No, she brought her to this workplace that has her. Yeah, but don't worry, everybody does their roll call, and once again, hey, the roll call is great.
Especially with Brew.
They're really committed to this bit.
That's the thing I appreciate with Zenkaiger when they commit to a bit, they really commit to it. They don't just do like a one out. Oh well, I'm still here fighting with garbage. No, he's legitimately just buried in the garbage, and he does the call and everything.
Funniest fucking thing. Like Room is not even there, which is the best part.
Yeah, and I love like they get instead of him being physically there, they just put a little picture of him in the top right corner where he's like, oh yeah, I'm here, I'm in the roll call still, even in spirit.
Yeah. I'm here in spirit, right?
And then Zox does it too.
The funniest thing.
Yeah, and they all basically end up fighting the Kudex at this point, right? And then this is when I get the reasoning for this, if only because like it's so that like the kid can get her doll back, but just like bringing the kid around the villain where he could have done anything else but do his power. Pretty fucking dangerous. Even Download says it's fucking dangerous as shit, right?
Yeah, bad idea, it turned out, right?
Yeah.
To bring this fucking kid along with... I thought they could have done this better. I thought there was a winner to but no, they didn't.
Yeah, well,
so Majin and the kid fucks off to where Flit is, right? Well, the rest of the team is stuck fighting Daikon Radish World.
I just can't go over the fact that like the kid literally just has like this like white fluff on her head though. It's the funniest shit. But they get basically after the commercial break, you get like the kid at the riverside, and then Flint and Majin are basically shooting all the garbage that's coming towards the kids. Yeah. Like making sure that it doesn't harm her, waiting for the doll to come by, right? Then we cut back to the actual fight and with the Daikon World, right?
Yeah, and then Hot Kaiser shows up. He's like, "Oh, I'm here, Hot Kaiser time."
Right. And then you get Stacy coming in, where he's like, "Oh, you have to be on standby." And then, you know, Hakaiser being the best lad, right? He's like, I'm not gonna let my friend fight alone. And then, you know, Sei's like, oh, well, And then, you know, basically they're all fighting. So then basically they're all fighting. They're kind of getting their asses kicked for a little bit. Then Daikon will basically puts his power onto, what, Gallon and Zeron, right? Yeah, Gallon and Zeron.
Yeah.
Right? And then basically they have to... again, like... like, the thing is, this is where, like, this is, like, an OP power, but again, it really shouldn't have applied to Daikon World. But basically you get, like, where it's just like, apparently the Kudaks that they cast aside now just will keep coming back to you, right? I'm like, this is such a fucking stretch, but like, the Kudaks are just consistently attacking Zeron and Gallon now, right? And then the most bullshit thing happened, right? Where, like, again, like, I kind of agree with this, like, I like the usage of the power. Again, I don't agree with being on Daikon World, but, like... Yeah. But then it's just like, oh, and look what happens on the horizon. The world, Kikaitopia, that you, Zeron and Gallon, have mercilessly cast aside. I'm like, this makes sense. But it's bullshit with this world.
It's a very big stretch, right?
It's a very big stretch still, like, because every time we see this stuff...
this feels more like a fucking whole character This more like a character study bit, right? For Gallon and Juan. Yeah. For this bit to be thrown out like, if you think about it, they did give up on Kikaitopia to go live in this parallel Earth world, but like, I don't think that was the appropriate time for me discussing about this, right?
Well, it's just like, the thing is, I like this power a lot, right? Because the thing is, like, if, like, garbage aside, like, the whole whatever you cast aside will come back to you. It's actually pretty interesting as a power. But the fact that it's, again, just on Daikon World, again, it's just it's the longest stretch imaginable.
He's using it very loosely, right?
Yeah.
Right? Because casting away and throwing something away, I feel like are two completely different concepts. You know, they're technically the same by definition, right? I feel like, I don't think Jurin and Gal threw away their fucking Kikaitopia. I mean, you can't really throw something away once it get invaded by something, right?
Yeah. But, like, I kind of get it, too, but it's a wild stretch. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, it is.
But then we cut back. Oh, we have to talk about the wildest part of this episode. At least to me, right? Where we cut back to the fucking riverside, right? And then,
and then the little girl, what's this fucking kid's named? Luna?
I don't know. Luna? I don't know.
Yeah, boy, that's back-to-back two character that ends with UNA. What are you scheming there, Toei? You scheming something?
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Now, what is Toei trying to scheme? Right?
Yeah,
but don't we get to probably the best part of this fucking... I think it's probably the magnum opus of Zen.
I think it is as well.
Of Zenkaiger now, right? We see the doll comes back, and you think, alright, cool. She got her doll back and everything, right? But no, this fucking doll falls out of fucking life. Like, she tries to stab them. She goes around trying to stab them.
But also...
what the fuck? This shit makes no fucking sense. There's been no indication leading up to this part. It's the word. It's just so fucking happens haphazardly. Like, we're supposed to take it from first. Like,
oh my god, it's so wild.
I understand what was. Oh fuck! I dropped my headphones because I'm fucking laughing so hard. I did not understand this fucking sequence of events.
I just cannot believe that they legit gave a knife. Like, no, just to be clear, it's not a real knife. It's a toy fucking knife.
It's like a shitty plastic knife you get in like a cooking set, right?
Yeah.
It's the fact that's that's the best part that got it for me. But it wasn't a real knife. I realized, oh wait, no, that's just a shitty plastic knife that they taped to this doll's hand.
Yeah, it is so fucking wild. Like, it's just, I can't believe that they saw that as a threat to begin with. It's just ridiculous. The whole situation is fucking ridiculous.
It's so fucking dumb. I don't understand this fucking sequence. This doll tries to, like, the doll tries to come back and kills her and everything.
And then it's just, and then they're pulling it back, making sure it doesn't kill her. Then you cut back to fucking the fight with Daikon World, and then Zeron and Gaon are like told, oh, use the Sentai gear for the Magi Ranger.
Magic Ranger from
right?
the Magic season, right? Yeah.
Right, and then but then they use it, and then they make the Kudak stronger, right? But then so it looks like the usage of that power backfired. But then you get the Kudaks basically saying, "You've made us stronger. Now we can finally rest in peace." And then legit just like fade away. I'm like, what the fuck? Like even Daikon was like, what? And I'm like, what? It's the most wild shit that I've ever seen. It's so weird. It's like, what a way to get rid of all the other enemies.
I don't know if this is a fucking Magi Ranger reference or not. It's the problem because I watched that season. That was like one of the earliest Sentai. What I think Magi was 2004, 2005 or some shit, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember this shit happening. They did have where they helped some fucking monster ascend to heaven. It's just so fucking surround these fucking things. They just fucking have it power up for no reason. Then they have it because the sequence of event makes no sense for them to ascend to heaven like that, right?
Yeah, it's just weird.
Like, yep. It's like, yeah, we powered it up. We were right, and we can ascend to heaven now, like because I was keeping them down on Earth this entire time.
Yeah, but it's so weird. I don't understand how that works. But then we get Kaito in his powered up form using Zenkaiger.
Using the stupid gun to do the bibbidi bobbidi boosh.
Right. He gets his spear, ties a Puckkaiser with his chain, then runs up and then takes out the what do we have a name for the gun? I don't quite remember if there was a name for it.
Zenkai Blaster or some shit.
Right, they take the Zenkai Blaster, right? Zero and Gaon.
I don't know what you want to call it.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll just call it the gun, okay? But like the gun. It has the in it. It's not just gun. It's the gun. But anyway, they basically pull out the gun, right? Zero and Gaon are bracing against Kaito, charge it up and use it to destroy not Gaon. Shit. They use it to destroy Daikon World, right? And then he's all gone and he blows up and everything. And then the power effects goes away, right? And then during that whole sequence, you get Stacy who's still fighting up Zox, and then you get Majin who comes back. He's like, all right, I'm here to help now, guys. And then they see the new Kudai test. Who transforms?
The Radish Kudai test. Right?
And we all get the CGI.
The really bad. And then the Zoro gets a Bukake on, right?
Bukake, Jesus. Oh yeah. I don't. Yeah, because again, here's that bullshit where I'm just like, it decides to like. The mech sends missiles at it, and it decides to just grind up the missiles and toss it right back at it. I'm like, you should blow up by that point, I'm pretty sure, but okay.
Yeah.
And then, using Daikon, he grinds it up and then tosses it all over fucking the mech, and then just covers it all in Daikon goop, I guess, and then or cum slop, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Jesus, okay, yeah, we just in the digest or something like that is what I'll call it. So they get covered in the digest, right, and then they're apparently melting because Daikon helps with digestion. Right, and then
apparently that's a thing. I don't know if that's an actual thing actually helps out with.
As a nutrition thing, I can believe it, but as an effect, I wouldn't think I could take that, put it on my skin, and I would be melting, But again, it's a stretch, but we accept it, right? At least this one's not as bad as the power itself. And then it's just like you get Majin who uses her magic, right? And then she we get a giant Yatsune who serves a whole bunch of food, giant food, right? And then and then all the radishes just get onto the food to complement it, right? And then I love how everybody, even Majin, just mentions oh, that's such a random power move. Well, I guess that's magic for you. It's like, really, Majin? Really? You OP motherfucker. You honestly just acknowledge the fact that magic can just really just help you with anything. And it's just like, but, oh god, it just annoys me. I'm like, she's honestly the most overpowered character there is, who just doesn't do overpowered shit,
Yeah.
Until it's used in the most random way possible. But then, they destroyed Daikon World afterwards, and then, they win.
Yeah, Daikon World gets Daikon fuck. right?
Yeah, daikon fact, right? Yeah. And then we cut back to like onto the ground where the girl has her doll. She's like, "Oh, thank you for helping me out," right? And then
hey, my doll doesn't want to kill me anymore. Even though they should really look into this and figure out, is this doll sentient enough now? Right?
Yeah, maybe.
What's going on with this fucking doll?
Maybe. Who the fuck knows, right? But then fucking she runs off. Everyone's just kind of celebrating, and they're like, "All right, we did that. Now to go look for they specifically say I'm assuming they mean his mom, right?
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't know, because the thing is in the subtitles, at least for me, it's like it's Kaito saying it, and he's saying his mom's name. I'm like, why didn't you just call her mom? It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, then we kind of cut to like.
I know. Here's the thing, right? Due to the fact that Kaito wasn't raised with does he know what the concept of a mom is? Right?
He would.
Or does he only know his mom by her name?
He legit calls his dad. Okay, I'm pretty sure he knows what his
But that's
mom
the thing.
is.
Having a dad, having mom could have been different, right?
Sure. But like he also has his grandmother who would basically be there to teach him and everything,
Mm-hmm.
So I don't buy that bullshit. But but then you get this after. Well, it's not really quite an after credits, but it's just like you get Boku Wows who just basically talking to Gigi, right? And then they're just basically saying like, oh, why don't we just have Hot Kaiser do something else to kind of free up Stacy to do whatever, right? Basically, he has something up their sleeve for Hot Kaiser, and they just kind of laugh evilly in the meantime, right?
Yeah, just scheme, right? Because these guys have to get their schemes on, right?
Yeah.
It's not like they realize they have less than 10 episodes left of the season to go through, right? And they still don't have a real big plan yet and everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because like we do have the idea we have the end goal of basically freeing the world from Kikaitopia's like iron grip, right? Yeah. It's tyranny. But it's just like no real progress has been made yet in that, and because they still have to find Kaito's dad, then Kaito's mom. There's still the thing with Stacy and his conflicting loyalties, and and we have
Don't
Zox.
worry, I'm sure they'll solve all this out within the last 10 or 9 episodes, right?
And we have Zox with his whole family deal with Ricky and Katana, right? And then we have next episode, which is gonna be an interesting one, definitely, where it's gonna be they bring up their ancestors, right? And so I'm kind of interested to see the character development here, especially with Stacy, because it looks like he could be getting his mom back. But it's just like and again, we might get some actual lore drops on this shit too. But I'm kind of curious as to where this is gonna go, and if we're actually gonna go into an end game scenario soon, because it's either we're gonna get into an end game soon, or not at all. Because the thing is, because it's either this or we continue into the next season, or with this just being a continuation of the story.
Right.
Which is just like I don't see why they would do that or how, or just like I think I remember you saying, Austin, that it was rumored that it was going to be a continuation, right?
That's the supposed rumor right now. Once again, the supposed rumor mill is that next year's season is a continuation of Zenkaiger or some shit, right?
Yeah, and considering the fact...
we have our official quote unquote official review of next year's character already.
Right.
But,
but the thing is, it's like, if that's the case, I could totally believe that this will end on a cliffhanger. But I just don't see it's, because the thing is, it's a lot of just, a lot of them just kind of having fun here. I don't know if maybe the next season will be a change in tone or anything, especially considering the fact that some of the words, especially the violence, right? The violence one is still in there, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah. That's still kind of thought of, I don't know what we're gonna get. It's just confusing to me, because I feel like with the way this show is going, we might actually have to continue this into the next season.
Yeah.
But who the fuck knows at this point? It'll be a lot more clear by the time we reach the end of the season.
This guy has those are big ass shoulder pads he has on his fucking suit design.
On the hinted character next time.
Yeah. So we have the first official scan of next year's season character. Right, so we're not reviewing any shit, right? Because the current rumor mill is that next year's season is, besides it from being a continuation of I'm saying it's based on the story of Momotaro, the Japanese folk story, right? With Princess Kaguya. Wait, I don't think Princess Kaguya is part of that shit. I think that's a completely different story.
I'm pretty sure. Hold on. I don't remember hearing Momotaro.
I think actually that might be a completely different story. It's look. Hey, once I find out if Princess and Kaguya and Momotaro are connected, I'll look into that as well. All right, I'll put that on my list. All right, that'll be the next thing I look into.
Why
right
do
after the green pepper thing? All right.
Kids hate Momotaro. Okay. Oh no! This is about the story about the boy who grew from a peach pit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't think he relates to Momotaro at all. I mean, he's just a similar story because, like, they had similar beginnings with, like, Kaguya being grown, like, found in a bamboo stalk, and then Momotaro coming from a fucking peach of all things, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, there's no real relation between the two, just similar beginnings. But I'd be interested to see where that goes. But like. Whether there's a continuation or not remains to be seen. We'll definitely know by the end of the season, honestly. But
yeah, we'll definitely know by at least by the end of next month, if anything, because we gotta know that shit early in advance for them toys, for them toy catalogs, for them business executives to be just the scheme, right? Right.
I mean, their toy didn't their shares fall after a scandal or something?
Hey, look, company stocks always falls, all right. And look, it's how you can use that PR to your advantage, all right. Right. It hasn't stopped Activision Blizzard yet so far,
Oh Jesus!
Right. Bobby Kotick is still there, Right?
They are very stubbornly hanging on.
Hey, look, Bobby Kotick makes money, and that's all Activision care about.
Yeah,
Bobby Kotick can shoot a person, and Activision be like, we should give him a pay cut, and then fire a person of color. That's what
I mean, you say that, but the thing is, then I just remember how, I mean, you say that, but again, I kind of have to remember the fact that you got Sony, Microsoft, and there was someone else who... Nintendo, right? Where they're like, yeah, Activision Blizzard, you're kind of fucked up. You should just stop. And I'm like, considering that these are the biggest gaming giants within the industry, I'm just like, that would have some fucking pushback, So hopefully we'll see something from that. But again, we can't say it's still a developing issue. But anyway,
hey, don't worry. It's only been developing for like 10 years, all right?
Yeah.
Right? Look, at some point, Activision Blizzard will do something, all right? It's only a matter of time, all right?
Yeah, it's just another 10 years, then we'll get him, right?
Yeah, we'll get Bobby Kotick just like we got Jeffrey Epstein, all right?
Jesus.
Or Harvey Weinstein.
Oh God. Either way, pretty bad. But I guess that's it for this episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think there's anything else we have to say. Hey, eat your green peppers, kids. It's the lesson is eat your green peppers. All right.
They're not that bad. They're actually pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, eat your green, you dumb fucking children.
Jesus.
You dumb kids.
Okay, maybe don't go that far.
Hey, I'll tell kids if they're dumb or not. All right.
Oh my God. Anyway, Jesus fuck.
All right. Right, that's this week's episode. Wear a mask. Get your shots. The booster's a thing now.
Yep, it is. Get those
Thanks, bye.